Hi everybody. I'm coming on today because I want to do one of my videos. I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm not on my computer. I am in a random location. No, I'm doing it a little differently. It's maybe not as professional, but I wanted to make sure I got this one done because it's kind of been poking at me and I think it's actually a lot of fun to do. So before I get into it, I'll introduce myself a little bit for those who don't know me. For those who do, you can just fast forward through this part, but my name is Juniper Bloom Mystique. I'm an Ascension Master, Master Healer, and Divine Guide. I am the one who brought about the Ascension, okay? I'm not a starseed, I'm not a light worker. I've activated pyramids to Rose Atlantis to bring Jesus' soul, okay? Now, my missing persons cases actually was a nudge from Spirit to do those upon my awakening 3 years ago. I had a Kundalini awakening, it was massive. And I kept getting these missing persons or what happened to this person, can you please find this person, things thrown at me. I didn't ask for them, they were coming to me. And I was doing them for a minute and then I quit doing them because one person wanted me to find this person, and I did. I saw everything this person did and the helicopters kept flying over him. They didn't find him in time. Okay, so that was traumatic for me. So I quit doing it for a minute. And then one day Spirit was like, hey, you got to do these. You're going to miss your opportunity. And so I started doing these again. And then the freeing Jesus' soul happened a year ago. So these are very relevant. I believe everything that I get. I'm, again, not like a starseed or light worker. I just straight up ask. I ask the individual what I need to know. I process their deaths and things like that if I need to. I usually feel into how they died, okay? So this particular episode has got to be like volume 21 at this point. But I am doing Tupac Shakur, okay? And then of course Suge Knight is coming in. I just heard Suge Knight. And I'm not sure why. So I just started channeling it. Suge Knight. Suge Knight and him. Okay. All right. So bear with me because I'm getting more information as we go. Like, he's standing by me, but also so is Biggie Smalls. Okay, so I want to know what happened to Tupac, right? I think everybody and their brother really wants to know the true story. He was up and coming. He was very famous, very good at what he did. He was a rapper. Way back in like the early 90s, I think he was murdered. I don't even know all the details, you guys, because I was a kid, right? And I never actually followed these things usually on this side. In this lifetime, I had bigger fish to fry, no offense. And so it wasn't something I focused on. So forgive me not knowing exactly when he got killed. But I remember even people trying to say, oh, he wasn't even killed. He's on the other side. But this was truly about, I wanted to know what happened to Tupac, and I'm getting all these other names, okay? So let me put this down because I'm channeling this in real time with you here, all right? So I wanted to know, and I asked Spirit, please come through. And so Suge Knight must have to do with the records, right? The records, and so did P. Diddy Combs. So P. Diddy Combs and Suge Knight killed Tupac and Biggie Smalls. They both did it. At first I was getting Puff Diddy. It is absolutely Sean P. Diddy Combs. That was his name at the time. I think now he calls himself Puff Diddy. I don't know. He's changed his name like Prince did, like a few times over, right? Oh, that's not good. I'm not calling on Prince. Like, I started seeing his energy. No. Okay, so Sean P. Diddy Combs he had somebody kill Tupac and Biggie Smalls, okay? Now, keep hearing Suge Knight all of a sudden. I didn't get that at first. What I got was Sean P. Diddy Combs killed Tupac. It was a rivalry for fame. It was all about fame. It was about rising to fame. Tupac was much bigger than Sean P. Diddy Combs. And I think if Tupac would have stayed around, it probably would have made sure, like, I don't think Sean, in his mind at least, wouldn't have been as big. It was about jealousy, record label, and greed. That's what I first got, okay? Had someone kill him and Biggie Smalls, head of record label, then I heard Suge Knight. Was Suge Knight the head of the record label? I don't even know. 444. I do know there was a private eye, I think, that looked into this case too. I think Sean P. Diddy Combs, I'm absolutely guaranteed that's who did it. It may have been mentioned him before, I don't know. He absolutely did it. Suge Knight and him. Okay, Suge Knight. This is about, was Suge Knight the owner of the record label? I'm thinking possibly so. Okay, so Sean P. Diddy Combs absolutely participated. So I'm hearing he even wanted proof. This is what I'm hearing right now. Is Sean wanted P. Diddy, whatever the hell that guy's name is. He wanted, I mean, he's got like 5 of them, right? All weird ones too. P. Diddy, like really? Combs, I don't know. Anyways, he wanted proof of his death. So even if he wasn't standing there, he was absolutely involved the whole way through. He knew where he would be, when he would be, and how he would be there. It was completely planned, methodically, and he wanted proof. He got some kind of proof. And what I'm saying was like a ring. Like a ring, quite possibly. Like when Tupac was shot, somebody literally took a ring off his finger. And you want to know what's sick? This is what I'm seeing right now in real time, okay? I'm channeling this right here with you guys. I even write down what I channel. It's just scribble notes, like seriously. I hate to say this, but Sean would wear the ring as a mark of pride. Like, I killed him. And Suge Knight. Something about Suge Knight. Also, Suge Knight. Record. Every time I say Suge Knight, I hear record label. But I feel like that's really what it was about, okay? So Sean P. Diddy Combs, he was this rivalry. It was all about fame and jealousy and the record label. And then I hear Suge Knight. And greed. He was the head of the record label. This one's pretty juicy. Like, this is yummy. And he absolutely had him killed. But here's the main thing that I'm hearing. This kind of shows you the testament of who Sean P. Diddy Combs is. I feel like he wanted a souvenir. He wanted a sentiment. So he's kind of a chicken shit. Like, he didn't want, in his eyes, the blood on his hands, but it was absolutely on his hands. Honestly, I feel like it was Sean's setting. It was Sean's doing. It was Sean P. Diddy Combs wanted it. And then I feel like he convinced Suge Knight somehow to participate. But who he had shoot him, he also had him grab a souvenir. And I feel like they ripped a ring off of his hand. I don't know exactly what happened. I think he was killed in his car, right, Tupac? Do I have that right? Oh my God, I'm not even sure on the details. I'm so sorry. Maybe I should research into it. But the reason I don't do that, and I don't really want to know what actually happened on this side, is because I don't want to taint what I channel, right? And so I really don't do a lot of research prior. But I do think some investigator thought it was Sean P. Diddy Combs, because I think I looked that up after the fact that I channeled it. But it's true, like, it really was Sean P. Diddy Combs. And then I'm hearing Suge Knight. It was about the record label. And I'm pretty sure people, like, expected this, right? They thought about this. Like, this was kind of a theory, as they call it. But I don't think they ever pressed charges on anybody. But I think Sean P. Diddy Combs wears a ring. He wears it sometimes in the public eye, is what they're saying. And he flaunts it around as his championship. Like, he's very proud of what he did. Because of that, he was able to rise to fame more than he was at the time. Okay? In his mind. He rose to fame more than he did at the time because of that. See if there's anything else they want you to say. Tupac is like, the rap game ain't what it used to be. That's what he's saying, is like, the rap game has changed so much. I don't know where I would fit in at this time, and that's what he is saying. He's like, he felt like he was ahead of his time. He knew he had so much further to go, but he doesn't know how he would fit in this time frame. But that's probably because he didn't stay here, right? Trying to see what else he wants me to say, because I'm like, that's it? That was like really fast. He's like, well, that's the details. There's a ghost in my hallway. I'm just kidding. I don't know what that noise was, though. I'm telling you. Oh, was that you, Angel? My dog. Angel Montgomery, come here. Are you scarifying me over there? Huh? Are you moving doors? Come here, my baby cakes. Are you moving doors? She's so cute. Come here. I know this one's not my most like professional missing persons cases, but I wanted to get it done. I've had one heck of a time on my channel lately with my videos, and I didn't want to sit here and think about that stuff. So I really wanted to make sure I got this one done. I couldn't wait till tomorrow, because usually Wednesday is my shining light into the darkness cases, okay? And then Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls was absolutely, because I feel like Biggie Smalls actually started sticking up for Tupac, and that's kind of what they're leaning towards. Angel Montgomery, get out of there. She's looking for an opportunity. She's an opportunist. Come here, you better behave. And that's what they're showing me here. I'm like, why wasn't it around the same? Because wasn't it like months and months and months later? I think Biggie Smalls knew. Biggie Smalls knew, and I feel like he wasn't happy. And wasn't it like supposedly that Biggie Smalls was a rivalry of Tupac? I don't know, you guys. I'm so sorry I'm not well versed on the actual cases all the time, but I do that for a reason, okay? Because I want whatever I get through to be there for you guys. I have Suge Knight and him, Sean P. Diddy Combs. It was like a pop. Him and Biggie Smalls both killed by the same group for the same reasons. I think it had everything to do with the record label, who's going to be in charge of the record label and keeping people's fame where they wanted it to be. So sometimes when you have stars and they're really big and they start rising and they won't break, they won't do what they want them to do. And that was Tupac, and that was also Biggie Smalls. I feel like they had gusto. Like, they weren't gonna take no for an answer. He wasn't gonna take no shit. And I feel like people knew that. I feel like P. Diddy Combs, the only way he thought he can get really high up there is to eliminate his competition. And his main competition was Tupac. And it also had to do with the record label. That is absolutely the case. They keep telling me that, because they say keep mentioning the record label. That record label is very tainted, very dirty, very tainted, very dark. And Suge Knight, is he still alive? I don't know why I keep going back to him. Yeah, so they keep saying Sean P. Diddy Combs is not a good guy. And like, he's doing a lot of stuff. That's kind of what they're showing me. He does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Some of it has to do with females, and they're just saying at the very least not treating them right. And something about this ring is a souvenir. Like, he's literally walked around with this ring, and sometimes on camera, sometimes like in a video or something, he's wearing a souvenir that was Tupac's. And he does it as haha in your face. None of you even really know. Like, I got away with this. I took his fame. So you can think about it as like, you know, what does darkness do? Snuffs out the light. Snuffs out anything that is a threat to them. Anything that would keep them small, they don't like it. And so they take it out. So that is absolutely what happened to Tupac. And then what I'm actually seeing is like somebody took like money to his mom to like pay her off, like pay off his mom, pay off his mom, pay off his mom, so that she stops looking, But I feel like even she knew, she just didn't want to say. And of course I'm doing a video, so my dog and everything's like trying to be like interrupt us, right, Angel Montgomery? She's my dog, by the way. She doesn't apparently want to be on camera right now. She used to. Come here. You want to interrupt it? Come here, really quick. Come here. Come here. Come here. You can say hi. Come here. Hello. Hi. Hi, booger. Oh gosh, she has to be up here. Okay. There we are. That's my dog. That's what you're hearing. Be ruckusful. Be a mess and be ruckusful. Yeah. Oh, so cute. Okay, you can say hi, Angel. You can say hello. Say hi. Hi, people. Can you say I love you? Can you say I love you? Huh? And you're not gonna talk? All right, anyways, you can move along. Okay, sorry. She has to steal the show sometimes. How can you deny that, right? And I feel like that's okay. I feel like Tupac's been gone so long that the majority of the people have mourned his death already. But it's just a guarantee that it was Sean P. Diddy Combs, Suge Knight, and it was all about the record label. He was his rivalry. It was about fame and jealousy. He was very jealous. But you guys, Sean still has that souvenir to this day. And every now and again, he'll wear it on his hand. He will wear it as it's a ring. Angel, you're going to have to give me a minute. You're being highly rude. Thank you. It's a ring. Sean has Tupac's ring, and he has literally worn it in videos, and it's flaunting it in people's face, going, haha, you don't even freaking know what I did. You're too blind to see it. Like, he is a chauvinist, to say the least. He is not a good person at all. And I didn't know this. I've never looked into the case. I never thought about it before. I was not a fan at the time of Tupac's. I just really wasn't. I knew a lot of people that were. I'm like, no offense, dude. He's like, none taken. But then his mom, he became worried about his mom. I think his mom went through a lot of trials and tribulations due to this issue. And so that he's definitely not happy about. And I guess Sean is not of the light. Okay? So he's very dark, and Suge Knight. Suge Knight and Sean P. Diddy Combs are definitely guilty of Tupac and Biggie Smalls' murder. And I can't reiterate enough, he has a ring that they took off of his hand after his murder. It was like, Diddy was like, I want proof. Bring me proof that you killed him. And the ring was absolutely somehow the proof that he killed him. And so, I don't know why I keep saying this, but I keep saying Sean's hand, and he literally gets a kick out of the fact that nobody notices. Nobody pays attention to it, and he flaunts it in front of all of you sometimes. Doesn't do it every time. Right after he died, he did a lot. And it was kind of like, haha, in your face, I'm famous now, and he's gone. And he'll still do it to this day. So, that's my one on Tupac. I really wanted to get it out there because I wanted to clear it out of the air. I really did. It clears it out of the Karma Collective hole, and Sean P. Diddy Combs can now have to face it. Either way, he will have to face it. Okay? So that's this one. I might do another one of these this week just because I'm so into it at this time. I want to see what's going on, what's going down, what's going around. So thank you so much for watching. Those of you who do watch, who do care what I have to say, and who are interested, to say the least. I look forward to the next one. Until next time, you're always right where you're supposed to be. Take this time to get to know me, and I will always get to know you. So much love. Hasta la vista, baby.